question is how I'm gonna pick up all these eggs. I want an auto sweeper like here. No, I need one like here. It's just super awkward. Actually, what maybe one space. And I'm not gathering it out down here. Dang it. It's just not conveniently located. Such a weird shaped farm or ranch. I just don't think there's a lot I can do about it. I think I'm just gonna kind of brute force it. Yeah, Peachy, just send me like a Twitch DM link, and I'll take a look after the stream. Let's reach to right there. Yeah, this microphone is just in the way. I'm just gonna have to move this. It's just a way around it. There's just no way around it. So you're right, haven't you gotten healed up yet? I have a triage shot for you and everything. I do have a Discord, yep. Man, my cats are hungry or something. They are whining. Alright, let's... Here... I think I made this not a... Oh no, it's orange. That was my original. Discord changes stuff on me. Or it's just .jadr. Oh, that's an unrecognized command apparently. Okay, these are getting built. This farm's still coming up though. Not. Yeah, well, so originally Discord had the hash, Jadagar, pound 73, 75. They changed it recently though, so I think I'm just .janitor now. Stop harvesting. I'm slowly bringing up the second farm. Less concerned about it, more concerned about this first farm. Okay, let me... Yeah, I got that. Okay. Getting some ice. Some water. Alright, I'm going to use the restroom. I'll be right back in a few minutes. And I'm back. Anything drastically go wrong? Okay. Seeing more. A nice toilet down here. Unclog. A private toilet for sign. Really? Oh, that doesn't count as a bathroom. Huh. Okay. I've never worked with this point of interest building, so I'm curious. Curious as to what it does. Runs power 7 from the printing bod, or its access code reboot. Okay. Man, there's a lot of spore kits around. Gotta be careful with those. I'm getting a bunch of enriched uranium. What should I have? 1 ton. Just over 1 ton. Looks like my only beehive on the map as well. Might have one all the way over in this corner, but this looks to be my only one. I'm a bit sad about that. It's always nice to have multiples. I do have to be a bit careful. There is an abyss light break here, so this biome is, well, they're exchanging heat, so this biome is technically heating up a little bit. If this beehive gets above, what is it? 10 degrees C, it will get destroyed. So, I mean, I'm well away from that, sure, but small things to pay attention to. Okay, and alright, I need plastic. I need plastic. This bleach stone. Let's drop that and add amber. I'm gonna take the pineapple seeds. If I ever want to ranch, I have flax around here somewhere. Flax. If I ever wanted to ranch a flax, they can eat pineapple bushes, give me out dirt, and you can also shear them for wood, which I could. Wait, what do pineapple require? This might. Oh boy, this might be a nice solution. Oh, this requires ethanol, right? Radiation. Oh no, phosphorite. I have phosphorite. I don't have infinite phosphorite though. I have 27 tons, which will go a long ways, and I'm sure I'll take up much more. Is it organic? I don't think so. What would phosphorite be under? There you go. Okay. So with all the pink around the map, I would get quite a bit more. Man, having ethanol for some petroleum generators would be fantastic. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, don't get distracted. I am plastic. I need plastic. I am. Just taking so long. I don't think I'm gonna. Well, I'll leave this here. The side will need a little bit of plastic. I'm going to do the plastic over here. The issue with it is the polymer press. One of the outputs is steam. It's not a lot of steam. It's very minimal actually, but it's enough where bionic duplicates will electrocute themselves. So I have to create an area where the water will flow, kind of exactly similar to this area, right? Where the water will flow to an area where I can retrieve it, where conveniently I have a water pool right here. So I think this is 3 high though. Pretty certain it's 3 high actually. Yep. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna cancel, we're gonna deconstruct these. We're gonna put the polymer press right here, and then we're gonna have the pulverizer right next to it. Sonia, I'm about to make you go to bed. You're being annoying and you're not resting. That's just that -3 athletics that you do not want to get rid of. I'm gonna need power for it though as well, so I'm probably just gonna steal this power. And so any steam that is formed and condenses will just fall down here. It'll also help with the heat down here, so this liquid temperizer will have to run less often while we increase our brine ice generation. On a full ranch of 8 Rexes, like I said, I was looking this up off stream yesterday. If I had a full ranch of 8 Rexes, it produces 1.7 kilograms of brine ice a second. Sorry, 1,700. Oh my god. Oh no, now I'm second guessing myself. 1,700 kilograms, 1.7 tons of brine ice a cycle. Which would be fantastic. I mean, that would satisfy our water needs for the bionics for sure. Half of that has to go back into the plants to grow. But the other half, so 600 kilograms or so, is all for us per cycle. So that will be very nice. It's insane how much oxygen they consume. Peat. Are we out of peat again? No, we have 45 tons. I think it's just a matter of not getting delivered. Yeah, I mean, we have some peat here. It's just... it's one of those tasks I want to automate really badly. We don't have a solid filter, though, coming out of here yet. We can cheat a little bit, though. Not one nickel here. Oh boy. So what we can do is all the peat will be delivered here, and then it'll be picked back up and put in this auto or this conveyor loader and brought back down here. And then I can have auto sweepers pick it up and deliver it to the peat generators. That'll remove, 4 manual tasks from the duplicates. Need power for these. Yeah, our grid's not overloaded at all. Oh no, I wanted to move those. All 4 duplicates are just running on wheels. Also has a vent for carbon dioxide. So I can just dump it out right above, no big deal. Alrighty. I do need to, well, plastic. That's what I'm doing right now. Getting plastic. Once I get plastic, I will start doing a proper industrial brick. Kind of my plans. I'm gonna kind of move the bionics up a little bit. So their living quarters and industrial brick will be up here. I'll have the space to, design it properly. And then, I mean, these ranches are fine. I don't have any issue with these 4 ranches, but everything else I'd love to just destroy. Like this mess over here, I want to centralize power as well. I'm going to get some power out of my industry with steam turbines. So between steam turbines, hydrogen generator, and peat generators, I want to centralize my power. So maybe I'll do my industrial brick over here, centralize all my power over here, have all my living quarters and everything over here, and yeah, everything will be sorted a lot better. I'm a bit concerned with cooling up here. I will eventually need to actively cool this, but I don't need to do that right now. Really, oh, I caught this finally. Really what I need to do, so lullaby buff. So a lullaby buff gives it an extra 40% per cycle. So I'm getting a baby dartle every other cycle. So let me wait until this is just about done. And then I will turn on this one. And then this one should be already pretty properly configured once this one is about done. I actually want a liquid tank here as well. Let's move this over. We'll also get out some fossil sand, which is nice. Coal over here, right? Maybe not. I don't think we've dug up any gold on the right side of my base. It's all been in this biome down here, this whole side. Zombie spores are actually dying. Since it's clean oxygen, they do slowly die off. But now with that, all of the germs, all of the zombie spores specifically, have been destroyed, so I just don't have to worry about it. I try to remember that it's there or whatever. Okay. I did want to go a little bit farther. It's very weird digging right now. And okay, so now I'm getting resin. Resin will be delivered here. I don't think, yeah, I don't have any gold over here. So I'm just gonna build it out of steel. No, I can't. I need that steel for an aqua tuner. I can't do that. I could build it out of iron. Iron is, I'm worried about. This will probably start overheating. Let's put shift plates to hopefully prevent overheating. But now with the resin coming in, polymer press will convert it into plastic very slowly. You can see how this building heats up, and it's running like 24/7, so it heats up very quickly. I almost want to transfer. Oh, not storage. I almost want to transfer the heat all the way down into this water. think that's what I'm gonna do. Temp shift plates transfer thermals between the 9 tiles in the square around. So if you do every other, they'll transfer temperatures between themselves. Just to kind of save material. You can do every plate, but it will transfer thermals better, but it's a lot more resource intensive. So and labor intensive. It takes them quite a while to build temp shift plates in the first place. So just reducing the amount of labor. That's really I am dumb. Okay, so let's switch those around. Let's do above and below. Got our first plastic out finally with 30 kilograms. We're rolling in it. If you remember, we need 200 for the steam turbine. All right, now that activating this, let's see what this does. Okay, that was anticlimactic. Access code required. Great. How do I get an access code? Oh, nice. Okay, we got 2 more beta hives down here, which is really nice. They will help make... Wait, is this where... No, there's no way. Is this where you get the activation code? What do we have? Sedimentary rock nearby. Alright, well, let's unclog the toilet. Hermit. We'll probably recruit the Hermit, why not? He's on the right side of the base for the organic duplicates, so I can fairly recruit him. Okay. Alright, we're not looking bad. Water is still our biggest concern for sure. How many? 6 critters here. We have none here yet. I don't want to harvest any of these. I need power. And okay. Rexes are doing their thing. Brine ice. Okay, 10.5 tons. You can already see how much it's heating everything up. I'm fine heating things up. I just want the heat transferred into the water. That's really where my concerns lie. I could hire a duplicate at this point. I don't want to right now though. Okay, so we have a lot of amber over here. Feather fiber. I'm trying to think of what we'll need. This top part of my base I'm gonna keep cool. I will probably have to actively cool it eventually. Wallpaper. I probably have so many duplicates of the this is what I was trying to prevent, the steam from condensing over here. I want the steam to condense down here. Or like condense immediately and just fall down. That'd be fantastic. I'd be okay with that. Yeah, layer of liquid and everything. So, I mean, thermal transfer obviously isn't perfect. This is already overheating because it's 75 degrees. That's why I wanted it out of gold. So it'd be 125 instead. can't really make more steel. This water's too warm. If I use water, or yeah, since I am using water as coolant, a single batch of steel heats the water by 56 degrees. So if it cools down perfectly to 30, then I'm heating it up to 80, 85, 90 degrees. That's if it cools perfectly, which it might. Yeah, let's do that. Let's change material. Let's change this steel. Steel not only has a higher overheat temperature, obviously, by 200 degrees, so it'll overheat at 275 degrees. It also has a better thermal conductivity, so it'll transfer its heat to the surrounding environment better, which will be great. Oh. Sorry to put it already, service purpose. Okay, that was easy to get the code. That didn't take long at all. Oh, okay, I see. I don't want to deliver databanks here yet. I need databanks for my research, so let's just sweep those for now. So it looks like you can, instead of printing something normal out of your printing pod, you can store a charge of it, so 3 of them, and then databanks, and you can choose what you want to print. That's cool. I wonder what, like, can you choose anything? Because that could kind of be OP as well. Like, oh, I want niobium, right? Well, niobium's a super rare resource that you have to go out into the star system to get. So, like, that'd be kind of broken. I don't know. I wonder. We'll have to mess around with that. Alright, changing materials so we won't get constant overheats. We have 240 kilograms of plastic, which is awesome. I can actually build a steam turbine now, for example. My concern with building my industry up here is this is cold, my industry will be hot. Yes, I will eventually be actively cooling everything, but not immediately. And I don't really have a liquid that can go down to like -20, let's say. So what do we have? We have resin. Can only go down to 20. We have gunk, which can go to -8. We have biodiesel, which can only go to -10. If we had like naphtha, liquid naphtha, like naphtha would be great. If we melt some of this plastic, for instance, I can melt it here, and then get some liquid naphtha out. I think that's gonna be my play. Liquid naphtha. Okay, that's what I'm gonna be doing. I want to make sure I dodge any hot tiles. Yeah, I mean, we have crude oil around, we just don't have enough of it. Okay, this guy's not starving anymore, that's good. Ranches are full. We have no peats, though. All the peat should be being delivered down here, though. You see, we don't have any access, though, so we're definitely not great on the peat front yet. I'm tempted to farm some, or ranch some bloxes for the wood that they generate. if we got wood, not only is it a good building material, it has high decor, you can also refine it into ethanol somewhere. Am I just overlooking? Oh yeah, okay, so wood. Wood through an ethanol distiller will give you ethanol, polluted dirt. Polluted dirt's always nice to have, and carbon dioxide. And then using the ethanol, we could feed. Well, no, we just feed the ethanol to a petroleum generator to get power out. What are you delivering? Guess you're just generating power. Okay. Steel, only 1 ton. We're probably waiting for this to be done. Just look at all of them, all the power I need. Crazy. I want to empty all this water out so they're not running through water all over the place. This is going to be nice. These 2 Saturn critter traps will create a bunch of hydrogen gas. Overheated. Dang. Water didn't cool down enough. Now it's now the water is steam. I was thinking that was gonna happen. That's sad. They repair it, just more steam just comes out. Gross. This is why you need proper industry right here, so you don't... Like, this water is too warm to absorb the heat coming out. So that's my issue. What I do have 1,200 kilograms, so... Now I need more people. Estonia is always a person that's hurt. Definitely toasty, but you see the polymer press isn't getting quite as hot as the iron one was. Yes, we know. I should put some temp shift plates here as well. I don't want this system to exist for very long anymore, so it's one of those things like I'm not concerning myself with it because I don't expect it to exist for very long. I could actually dig out this, drop the water down as well. Cool it down a bit. I mean, this is 3 tons of water. This is a mess. Such a mess. Well, we are getting steel, as horrible as it is. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore that. Ooh, but then you have... Where did you get popped eardrums from? Moderate wounds, eye irritation. Eye irritation probably came from the chlorine. That's understandable. But popped eardrums... Who was that? Oh, it's Gizmo. don't know where the dupe got popped eardrums from. Down here? I mean, maybe down here. But usually you need 3 kilograms before you get popped eardrums, so surprise. Okay, that should be the last of the steam explosions. These buildings are going to overheat for a little bit more until they cool back down. Very annoying. Let's make sure that is emptied. We need our plants to continue being watered. Batteries are looking good. This system served us pretty well, aside from like the lack of peat that we have. It's worked pretty well for like an early game power solution. The hydrogen coming from the other base, or other side of the base, was very helpful. And these gas reservoirs are full. What I need to do is dig up and out and start venting this gas to space. I'll have to weave pipes through, and then I can empty these gas tanks to destroy them, get them out of the way. Okay. I also need proper coolant for metal refinery. Yeah, the water's dropping down, cooling stuff down quite a bit. Bunch of plants ready for harvest. Yeah, they can still get down here. Why did... I guess no. I don't have any animals ready. Yeah, Gizmo is slow to get up here. He didn't get his first egg incubated. He did get the second one, and he should get the third as soon as this comes on. Well, he actually already ran away. Maybe he won't get it. Well, it'll just speed things up a little bit anyways. It's not a perfect solution. The perfect solution would be having the dupes a lot closer. Like if the rancher didn't stray too far and just stayed in this area, it'd be better. I'm going to square this off a bit. I'm going to dig out all this abyssalite, and I'm going to start like my dupe living quarters up here. I'm going to try to get them all nice fancy beds and stuff, but I don't really have the plastic for the really nice beds. Yeah, comfy bed. It takes 200 kilograms of plastic a piece. I don't have that right now, right? I'm barely scraping together 400. So I'll just have them in standard cots for now, but I'm gonna have private bedrooms. So a luxury bedroom will be, obviously you need a comfy bed for. Oh shoot, I can't even do this. Well, in any case, I'll design their rooms so that I can just replace their bed with a comfy bed and have them a private bedroom. These guys digging out. I need to weave this pipe horribly through everything else. Yep, that's not bad at all, not bad at all. I'm gonna start digging a bunch. I wish I need to as a lower priority, and just I'm gonna start dropping all these materials down. Kind of do the same thing and have their living quarters right here, and then I can maybe have the industry over here for these guys, and yeah, just kind of rebuild everything to be nicer. Just because all my dupes have been living in rough conditions up until this point. And I don't have a lot of water. Brine ice should be... I mean, we're kind of sitting at where we were previously. So for a private bedroom, we need 24 tiles minimum and a 4-tile hot room. So we're gonna need a 5x5 room. Ooh, that's a big room. Oh wait, no, math. We need a 6x4 room. So I'll be able to have 2 bedrooms per. So I need a 5 high. Oh boy, I'd be like all the way down here. Just bedrooms. Having them. This is assuming I have 10 bionic dupes, right? So 10 bedrooms would occupy like all of this space, which is fine. I mean, I don't need to cram everything together. And then have like the bathrooms down here and a recreation hall down below. Then have all of my industry over here. I do kind of want to keep these symmetrical. Can't do that. So I'm going to probably dig up here as well. Wish I thought about that first. I'd have had the ladder. I would have just dug straight down with this. So it's like tiles. And is that 6x4? 6x4. Okay, so my ladder is kind of in the right spot. It'll be so much nicer when like these bases are well built and somewhat symmetrical. It'll be nice. Okay, I'm gonna get some chlorine and hydrogen. I'll be taken care of in short order. I can probably just dig out this and the hydrogen will just flow out naturally up into space. Okay, also my backlog. And now what I'm going to do, start this here. I'll put those, empty the gas tanks. These are almost full as well. Okay. We have 5 and 6, 9 and 15, 0 and 10. We need more dartles. I think I might need another incubator. I think that's... And that won't reach though. Well, dupes will manually deliver. It's fine. eggs do we have? We only have 2 dartle eggs, huh? Surprised. We have 9, so we're getting 3 eggs a cycle. And look at all the chlorine now. Oof. How much can these eat? "90 grams per second. Doesn't really sound like enough, to be completely honest. We'll have to keep an eye on it. Okay, so it's applied. Another thing is, once all my dartle farms are full, the Rexes in here will get the free dartles that are wandering around. So I'll also get some additional brine ice out of this little stable area. I should better tell you when or where these tubes got eye irritation from. Be nice. Okay. Eggs are lullabied. Okay, everything's kind of moving along a little bit. This isn't getting dug out though. We have too many other things to do. Let's keep digging. I need to really want to sweep up the leech zone. Yes, I know this algae diffuser is not sufficient. And we also need more price. Or just water. Let's cool down that area. Okay, we're digging. I think I have quite a few feather fibers. Hell, I think I'm gonna do some carpet and everything there as well. Oh, the resin popped and they took it out. Nice. I didn't even see the system work. It just worked. Wait, where did they take it though? I really wish I saw that pop because I don't know where they actually took the resin. Bit of water here. I think I'm probably just gonna start recycling this water. And I need to start building industry. So I think I'm going to have I'm gonna have my steam turbines up top. I'm gonna have a steam room between the two, so this will be steam in here, and then I'm gonna have like my metal refinery right here. In addition, I'm going to have an aqua tuner, say right here, for example. It's gonna be steel aqua tuner, that will have a cooling loop around here. So it'll cool my industry and it'll cool my main base. You know, I'll be keeping everything, you know, 30C, 35C, something like that, right? Nothing crazy, but comfortable. Allow all my plants to live, everything like that. And then I'm gonna have a second aqua tuner that's gonna be responsible for like legitimate cooling up here. It'll be set at like negative 60C or whatever. Plastic, okay. Quite a bit. Looks like we have plenty of amber. It's just everybody's behind on tasks. And a temperature plate will melt eventually. We have 3 dupes down. That's why nothing's getting done. More digging. It's a bit of an issue. I don't have enough liquid to submerge this. You know what? I'm just going to deconstruct all of this. This can just all go. I'll get back all the materials. It'll be nice. I should do this right away. I should pump it out. No, there's some over there. I gotta go up. Oh, what am I doing? I save a lot of dupe labor here. Do need power though. I want to get back like the ceramic piping and stuff like that. Ceramic's decently expensive, so I want to lose it. I kind of wish you would build before you deconstruct here, guys. Forgot to change its speed. My fault. Still having all the manual delivery when I didn't need to. So now that should be sorted out. And hopefully I'll be able to more easily tell how much peat I actually have, because since it'll be in these two. these two spots instead of hiding behind a bunch of critters. Okay, more digging. I need to leave space for air to get out. I'm going to put liquid in here, and I need the air to escape out. I'm going to be putting some brine and some water. And then pumping all this over here. That'll allow my liquid temperizer to finally turn back on, since it'll be submerged back in liquid. Those are about full. These are about working on getting empty though. Okay. One of the not hard parts, because you're recycling the energy, but one of the parts about the steam turbine aqua tuner setup is yes, you'll be getting power back, but you have to put power into it in order to get that power back. So for example, a metal refinery, when I'm refining steel, I still have to spend that 1200 watts to create the steel before I put the heat into the steam in order to recapture it from the steam turbine. So it is a there is a lot of power that is required in order to get kind of the system up and running a little bit. So yeah, I'm actually no, let's just delete that for now. I have a lot of stuff I need to build in here. Hopefully I have enough metal. I already wish I had more steel. Water. I need this water here as well. Can I just pump it up through here? I think I do. Just pump it up through here. No, I just need the water now. Power is a bit interesting. Water. I really need to combine all my water sources and just have a proper sorting, water sieve and desalinator system, so I can put any water into the holding tank, let's say, and then pump it out and clean it and put it into my plants or wherever it needs to go. But the reason I'm focused on gathering water now is I'll eventually need to fill this up with water. Yeah. Let's do this. We're gonna need pipes coming in. I want to use igneous rock, but I know I don't have a lot of it around. Let's do it from the bottom. what I'm doing right here is an overflow system. So let me finish putting it together and then I'll explain it. Actually, put a wall here. I want the heavy wall wire to go this way. And then I'm going to need conductive wire, nickel, sure, coming out. Okay. What I'm doing is like I call it basic. It's probably not basic, to be completely honest, but it's an aquatuner setup that I like a lot. I think a lot of players use this. It's been around for a long time, but in any case, the water flow is going to be in a clockwise direction in this situation. So it's going to be coming up through this pipe, checking the temperature via the thermal sensor, and then based on the temperature of the water, I'll be turning the aquatuner on or off. So say I have the thermal sensor at 30 degrees. If the temperature of the water is above 30 degrees, I want the thermal aquatuner to turn on and cool down the water. If it's below 30 degrees, then I just want it to bypass. So with an aquatuner, with the inputs and outputs, if the aquatuner is off, the automation turned it off. If the aquatuner is off, the pipe coming in, if you don't have an overflow pipe, will just stop. And I don't want the water to stop. I want it to continually rotate around my base to heat up or cool down what needs to be heated up or cooled down. So since I have an overflow, if the aquatuner is off, the water will overflow down and then bridge across. The bridge will get priority, so any water that's going, sorry, other way around. The output of the aquatuner will get priority. So any water coming out, say, just before the aquatuner turned off, that output water will have priority out, and then the bridge will wait and then output after all of this water's gone. So essentially what the flow is, if the aquatuner is on, the water will come in, it'll go through the aquatuner and then go out, and then go across the bridge and go out. If the aquatuner is off, it'll come into the aquatuner, see that it's off, go down through the overflow, and then go across the bridge and back out. So that is an aquatuner setup. Additionally, if the aquatuner just doesn't have power, it's just treated as off, so it'll just go through the overflow, the down path, and go across. So I'm building that. This entire room will be enclosed, so I do have to make sure everything is in a completed state before I close it up. I have the benefit of having built many steam rooms, so I kind of know what I'm doing. I am branching this over because I need to cool the steam turbines down. So I'm going to have a cooling pipe going across here to cool the steam turbines. I'm not going to have that yet, but I will. The other thing, I'm going to have a second aquatuner over here. Same configuration. It's going to be for cooling up here. I don't need it now, but since this will be an enclosed steam room, I mean, it'll be filled with tons of steam once it's up and running. I won't be able to open this up again. You can, there are ways to do it, but it's hard. So I have no intention of opening this up again. So I would really like another 1,200 kilograms of steel, so I could put it in place. And then the third thing I'm going to have through here is well, I don't have a metal refinery anymore, I deconstructed it, but it's going to have the output coolant of the metal refinery. So I do need liquid pipes. Radiant liquid pipes specifically because I wanted to dump its chill. Between the two, the left one's gonna be iron. We have. I'm blind. Yeah. We have thermal conductivity of 110, which is pretty good. Nickel is 182, which is better. And iridium is 340, which is by far the best. Unfortunately, I only have 216 kilograms of iridium, so I don't have enough to build the pipes that I want. So I am going to be using nickel. So my metal refinery is going to be down here. It's going to send the coolant up and into this room, and I'm just going to rotate it around with my radiant liquid pipes. I have to keep this area open for the other aqua tuner, so I'm just going to build this, and then I can just have radiant pipes come out, something like that. This is the only area I'm worried about right now. As I said, we won't be able to get back in here, so everything else below or above I can wait, but in here I have to complete. I say wait, but then I need to refine more steel for another aqua tuner, so maybe not so much waiting. Alright, I'm gonna use restroom. I'm gonna leave this running. I have a decay activation actually. Pips are always great. So I'll just leave this running. I will be right back in a minute. And I'm back. Okay, Pete should be being auto-delivered. You can see I don't have a huge backup. I only have 820 kilograms. A bit more is coming in here, but always cutting it close. We do have quite a few lumlets now. Since I got these guys out of carbon dioxide, they're wait, where's their egg chance? Yeah, their egg chance is 100% lums now, which is what I like to see. These Blumlums down here, since they are in carbon dioxide some of the time, their egg chance is 50-50. Which is fine. I mean, I do need algae. I'm not gonna be sad about it or anything, but I really need peat. That's really where it's at. It's finally submerged again, so it's gonna stay at 30 degrees-ish. I still have a lot on this circuit. Yeah, 4 kilowatts, 4,000 watts. Way too much. Yeah, I do need to properly distribute my power network for sure, I might not have enough nickel over here. I don't think I do. I kind of shot myself in the foot. I destroyed stuff before I was really ready to destroy it, I guess. I thought I was fine. Oh man, it is so windy outside right now. It's like a hurricane. Okay, get more plastic, running on power. Oh no, let's relocate you up here. You like it up here, it's nice and cold. Let's do that as a priority. I do not want my flocks to die. I didn't realize they were taking damage down here. Do we have a flock's egg? Flock's egg. We do have a flock's egg. Where is it at? Let's relocate this here as well. Yeah, priority. I just want to keep one alive. They're what are they taking damage from? I know they're outside of their comfort range, but they're not outside their livable range. Interesting. Idle. Hey, my regular dudes are idle now. Okay. You're digging. Where's this chlorine coming from? Might have just dropped from up here when I was digging stuff out. We're getting more water. This is constantly erupting. You know, we're in the active period now, so we should be getting a lot of liquid out of here. I mean, the average output is 2.8 kilograms. It's crazy. This entire farm, I'm hoping to get 500 grams per second, honestly, out of here. Oh, look at the bleach zone. Maybe I need to do some in this bleach zone as well. I could... It's too cold up here, though. I need more oil. I'm gonna have this pick up bleach zone as well. It's too much off-gassing. Like, it's fine if I get a little bit, you know, these microns will take care of it, but this is just too much. You can see it's escaping the room and falling down. I don't need more chlorine. I do not need more chlorine. Okay, get rid of this. And we'll just dump all of the oil. I know I don't have a lot of crude oil around my base, but I'll just drop all of it there. Yeah, my rancher's not 100% on lullabying, but we get around to it a little bit. I'm glad I have all this tough meat, because if I didn't, these guys would be starving. My not Drecos. My Dartlet ranch is just getting up to speed here. Let's do crude oil. Let's put a high priority, honestly. I just want everything I have access to, I just want delivered there. Dope. That's built. Take that out. There's more water. It'll be the first time in 100 cycles where I feel like I have a decent water tank. And now with these, let's pick up some bleach stone. The bad thing about bleachstone on rails, when it's traveling on rails, it will still off-gas. So like throughout this area, we'll still see off-gassing occurring. I'll show you, like you can see it off-gassing, which is really bad. What I think I'm going to do is just try to minimize it as much as possible. And just, yeah, have the rails go through here instead. There's only so much we can do, but just helping it a little bit is gonna be better than nothing. You haven't cooled down yet? Nope. Nuts. I think it's about to hatch them. Where are you bringing this oil from? Bringing it from all the way down here, aren't you? Let's do some strategic digging here. Let's cancel this. What do we have? We have uranium. Probably gonna end up digging all that out anyways. Let's just do that. Where did all the brine ice come from? It's fine if it flows down there, I just wondering where it came from. What are you doing, bud? Oh, you're grabbing leaves, aren't you? Pretty sure. Yep. Oh, polluted dirt even. Slime is off-gassing now that I have no water. Okay, we'll get access to a little bit more water. I almost just want to dig out a water basin, you know, here. Probably not a great spot since hot polluted oxygen vent. But anyways, dig out an area here. Hell, I have, well, tiny bits of water. And then just drop all these water pools just right down here and then just pump it out. Oh, I have some brine ice over here that's melted. Water. Nice, okay, so you see the bleach zone, it's not emitting overpressure. There is enough crude oil here, barely, I'm sure. It's only 23 kilograms to prevent the bleach zone from off-gassing. So we'll slow down the chlorine escape at least. We're not gonna prevent it entirely, but 5, 6, 5, 6, 15. It should start delivering to this ranch now. Once these dartles start growing up. And since this ranch is full, we should be getting, especially once these dartlets start growing up, we're going to be getting a lot more eggs out. So it'll start ramping up pretty quick, the egg generation that we got going on. Alright, alright. So this meant over to the other side. I should download the mod that lets you plan builds without the dupes actually building anything. Because I could plan out like the entire living area of both sides, and as I get materials, I could kind of want to start replacing this with insulated as well. Make it look nice. And I just recover a lot of materials anyways. Okay, anyways, the plan. Create bedrooms, private bedrooms, or bedrooms that will be capable of being private bedrooms. So they need to be 24 tiles, big with at least 4 tile, an area of 4 tiles. So plan those out. I might have barracks for the time being, but I'm at least gonna have 24 big rooms, so 4 dupes will be able to sleep in it at a time. And then as I get access to more plastic, I am up to 1.8 tons, which is nice. Once I get more plastic and things like carpet and stuff like that, I will start replacing the tiles. I want to do it all together because I don't want to be sweeping up for days at a time. But I'm gonna have something like carbon dioxide tends to fall to the right. So I do want, since my dupes are gonna be breathing as they sleep, I do want tiles for carbon dioxide to escape to. Some layers over here though. I have to make sure the dupes don't try to, dig out and then run through or something. I do have to make sure. I'm probably just gonna mirror it on this side, just for airflow reasons, for nothing, if nothing else. So it needs to be 4x6. I'm gonna have to have a couple doors. Sure. So we have nickel. So that's 6. Sure. 6 more. Okay. See, I don't want them building this yet. I'm just planning. I just want to plan. Part of my plan is I want natural tiles next to my stairwell to create a nature reserve, which I have not done in my entire playthrough, and it's something I usually do pretty early. but it gives a +6 morale bonus, which is huge for dupes. So I normally am really good about it. I'm gonna move this ladder over for now. But in this playthrough, I was just focused on other things. The Divergent bases it actually slowed me down a lot more than I thought it was going to. I didn't think it was gonna be a big issue at all, but between the continual power requirement for the bionics, and I didn't have access to all the peat because a lot of the peat was over here, it just really slowed down my my progression through especially the early game. So I'm going to be building little U's. And in order to have a nature reserve, this all makes sense in a little bit, but I need 4 wild plants. That's also why I built this additional ladder over here, so they can jump over and, oops, not get themselves trapped. The Great Wall is going up. And now, I really should still be focused on water, to be blunt. But what I could start doing is getting this tank ready, though. How much water is down here? Quite a bit, actually. So my pump is gonna go right here. Bionics are really slow, this just takes forever to get down here. And they have a lot of ranching duties that they have to do. And manufacturing, and building, and digging. Does no one have... Oh, it's just such a low priority. Where's my... Bionic digger? Digger. Not Herald. Stonyar. What is Stonyar doing? Well, right now you're relaxing, but now you're just building. Let me guess, Stonyar probably doesn't have Dig Extreme. Is there a third one? No, it's just a Dig and Extreme. There's no third one. Alright, same trick as before. With a nickel door, we're going to form a nickel natural tile. We're not even cycle 200 yet. The Demolier still wouldn't be impacting us. We had plenty of time. We have fallen off on research though. Could have been doing that. Could have been doing that. So why are you building everything before digging? That is the question. What's your priorities? Oh. Let's do that for a minute. You can let other people build. Not that we need this dugout right now or anything, it's not like an immediate concern, but Look at all this water. We have water for days. This is all brine. Sure. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put in a bunch of brine, and then I can just put a small layer of water on top, and it will fully fill this area, and it'll push all the atmosphere out. And when the atmosphere is gone, I can close this back up entirely, and yeah, not have to worry about it anymore. They're going, can't reach this. This, deconstruct these others. We have mediocre 200 kilo piles of peat. It's too bad gunk isn't a better coolant or anything like that. Oh, it actually is not a great thermal conductivity though. Specific heat capacity or thermal conductivity. What is water? Yes, water has a lot of uses, we get it. Specific capacity, thermal conductivity. Okay, so gunk transfers thermals better, like into and out of it, but it has a much worse specific heat capacity, meaning the heat that's in it won't, it doesn't hold heat as well. Meaning 80-degree water and 80-degree gunk, the actual heat capacity of both, the water has like 4 times more heat capacity. So essentially it can absorb a lot more heat before, you know, for the same 1 degree of warmth as gunk would. But in this situation, I can use gunk as a coolant. I can't use it for cold temperatures, but I can use it for warm. So what I might do is I'll use gunk for the metal refinery, and then I will use probably polluted water. I don't have a lot of, I have polluted water down here, but I don't really have access to it. I think I'll just use regular water. I'll use regular water for my cooling loop. Or I could use brine maybe. There's nothing wrong with brine, saltwater, water, all have similar specific heat capacities and thermal conductivity. They vary a little bit here and there. The main benefit of saltwater, brine, and polluted water is they have a much lower freezing point. So water freezes at 0-ish, yeah, it's negative 0.6C, whereas like brine will freeze at I don't know, negative 22C, and then polluted water similarly is pretty, yeah, negative 20C. So polluted water, brine, salt water can be used in colder environments. It doesn't quite get cold enough for where I want it. Like I want this, like I think ideally I want this area about negative 25. Specifically the brine ice that these Rexes are excreting, I do not want it to turn to water. So negative 16 is actually the target that I can't exceed, but giving myself a buffer, right? Like negative 25 I think would just be better. These plants can go to negative 35. All the animals are fine in cold environments. It's just better. So there are two critters. Okay, so finally filling up this ranch. I don't have conveyors in yet. These conveyors are taking their time being built. It's fine though. And let's copy the settings. actually make sure I don't overfill this. Never thought I'd be saying that, jeez. Let's go deconstruct buildings. Just so I don't deconstruct any wires or piping. I just want to deconstruct these tiles. And then I'll be left with the natural tile. Voila. I don't know why these rails aren't getting built, but I need them built. Yeah, shit, it does have the errand. It's just slow with it. Some of the most awkward ranches I've ever seen, but it's fine. These are all getting hungry. I have 18 dartlet eggs here. So like I said, since a lot of these dartles are growing up, they're finally dropping eggs, so that should be increasing in their throughput. I still have, I wish more of this chlorine would congregate to the right instead of the left. I'm still getting leaking. I don't like it. So bleach stone just emitting chlorine. Okay. Deconstruct the rest of this. I do really feel like my my normal duplicates are a lot better at stuff than my bionics. I felt the opposite earlier, but now I'm changing my mind a little bit. Let's see, virtual planetarium. How many data beacons have we got? 38. Not a lot. Enough for like one research or so. Okay, I can finally deconstruct this. Oh my god, deconstruct all this mess. I really wish I could just share water. Water would be so much so much more convenient. I do need automation down here, but I don't have a lot of refined metal left. So I'm really saving it for my area up here instead. But you can see how backed up they are on tasks. You know, they're just running on wheels all the time to keep up with the power demand. Ooh, hey, that's a new bed. What's it, supply closet? I have a lot of duplicates, but these are all like the visual, like different blueprints that you can have for a lot of different items. Anything for buildings, wallpapers, joy responses, even with balloons, artwork. So there's a lot. Once I get into creating a nice base, I'll show a lot of the, well, not a lot, but some of the different aesthetics of the game. Pete, I think this is actually still 22C. So yeah, I mean, this is still technically cooling my base down and everything, which is nice. Take all that out. So now we have all the natural tiles in place, conveniently lined up with our our bedroom sizes. So what I want to do is a 6x4. So I want the bed, the comfy bed, are 4x2. Wait, I think they are. Second guessing myself. Comfy bed. Yeah, 4x2. Yeah. So you have two areas on either side. So I'm gonna put like decor items. So And I'm all over the place. I'm doing a lot of thinking and not a lot of doing. Carpeted tiles have the benefit of having a +4 decor, which is really nice, but they reduce your run speed. Another thing that you can do, which I didn't show, you can build it out of different materials, but if you build it out of what other ceramic and stuff, so if you build it out of like granite or ceramic, you get a +20 decor bonus as well. So instead of a +20 within 4 cycles, it'll be a +22 math, +22 within 4 cycles. So it's a little bit, but it helps. Right now, our duplicates, their average decor is not good. It's negative 33 or 32 last cycle, negative 70 this cycle. And if you go to the decor overlay, red's bad, green's good. So my dupes aren't living in a very beautiful environment right now, but we're gonna change that. That is what we're changing. In addition to the granite, it does require 2 feather fiber apiece, which is pretty steep. But with the Rex farm, we're gonna be getting feather fiber in pretty quickly. So just for these 4, that's 8 feather fiber real quick, which is a bit crazy. So I think I'm gonna have 3. I'm gonna have a door here. Why is this not in the right spot? Did I screw up the rest? No, the rest are good. Why is this in the wrong spot? Alright, well, do over. Stick that out. And get a door built. I'm a good player. Okay. I think I have a lot more brine. Yeah, a lot of brine. Okay. Just want to make sure I have access to the water I'm choosing. As soon as they're done building, I'll do auto bottle and just start adding a lot of water here. I can deconstruct those. So now that I've lit brine, you can see, obviously instead of a liquid, all of the gas is pushed up. Only one thing can occupy a tile at a time, right? So either it's a solid, it's a liquid, or it's a gas. And if a liquid's occupying the space, obviously it's gonna be pushing gas out. So that's kind of how that works. That's a good way to move move gas around. In your steam room, since our steam turbines are going to be putting their condensed steam water back into the steam room, you have to make sure you don't overpressurize this liquid vent. Liquid vents overpressure at 1,000 kilograms, which is a lot, but if you're not careful, you can exceed it. So what I always like to shoot for, I like to have my steam room between 50 kilograms of steam and 100 kilograms of steam. So what you can do is fill the bottom row of 100 kilograms of liquid. So in this case, brine. I currently have 46-ish kilograms of liquid per tile. So I want to, double this. So that when it turns to steam, I'll have 50 kilograms across, across everything, the entire room. I can deconstruct this. I can deconstruct these. Not those. I can need another core. The only reason I'm doing mesh tiles is I could also do airflow tiles. It's just to allow gases to better exchange. So when my dupes exhale, for instance, allow the carbon dioxide to sink to the bottom of my base. So this will be 6x6 or 6x4. This will be 6x4. I'll have doorway here, and then I'll have the ladder right here. And then I'm just going to duplicate this 5 times down. I only have 4 kind of mapped out right now, but yeah, 5th one down, yeah, sure. And then that'll be my 10 bedrooms for eventual dupes. And doors. Let's get all this stuff up. So 6 dupes right now, so I could do three levels, and then I'm not, like I said, I'm not in a huge hurry just because well, how much plastic do I have? 2400? Nah, I still need the plastic. Overfilling this a bit, that's fine. And then on top of the brine, I'm gonna put a layer of water again, so the water will spread out and push the gases up. I don't know, I barely have access to water. a little bit here and there. I guess I printed out water, didn't I? It's kind of hard to find it. I'm pretty sure I printed out water. But yeah, you can see as it pushes across. And if we check their gas overlay, it didn't want to push all the way across, so we can kind of force it a little bit. We can deconstruct this. Why is no one? Can we just sweep up all this? There's bleach stone sitting. And why are they not building iron ore? I should have plenty of iron ore around here. I guess I can dig up some more, but I should have plenty of it. Yeah, I mean, there's some sitting right there. Might have bugged out a little bit. I might just have to cancel them and rebuild them. I mean, they're not building any of this either. Or Chip just has a billion other things to be doing, one or the other. Chip. Is this you? Yeah, you're just stuck on operating your entire life. I mean, when we have so many manual generators to be ran on, he's literally just running on generators for his entire life. Refinement. Refinery. We are going to do something a bit risky. We'll have to pay attention to it. And that is, we're going to run this open for a little bit to get some more steel out. Like I said, I want to build this second thermal aqua tuner, and obviously we need the steel to do it. So, what I can do though is kind of get the plumbing fleshed out a little bit. It's gonna be going that way. And power also. Right side, and then automation. What's that? Top right. Okay. Hey Bubble, how are you doing? I'm doing well. working nearing the end of my stream, but it was a good one. I got a lot done. I destroyed an asteroid. That was fun. Now I'm just waiting for the bionics to stop being lazy and finish all their building. Food's good, power is going. We're definitely not forming a backlog of peat, that's for sure. Streaming's been going good. This is my first week. I just started on Monday, so I've streamed for like 5 days or so. So it's been going good though. Can't complain. Alrighty, let's get these bedrooms built up. Oh, I do want the 6 built. Speaking to me. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, I'm trying to get to the 25 mark to get affiliate. I'm working on it. You know, it's getting there. I came into streaming with like no expectations, right? I realized how competitive of a scene it can be. So really, I'm just here for the ride, and whatever may come of it. Which I think is probably a pretty good outlook. Just because, like, realistically, is this gonna work out? No. But that's fine. I'm okay with that. I'm doing it generally for fun anyways, so. You know why they're not picking up this bleach zone? It's because I don't have a delivery area. That is why. So I can put it up here with the rest of the bleach zone. Oh, thanks, I appreciate that. All these building tasks they still do. Crazy. I think what I'm gonna do is just queue up like, what do I have, 6? Just queue up like 6 construction boosters and all my bionics are gonna get one. I'm playing, so in this time frame, you know, from noon to 4 p.m. Eastern or so, I am gonna be streaming Action Not Included. That's gonna be, you know, quote unquote my main game. But other than that, like at night, if I feel like it, or if I'm playing something and I feel like streaming type of deal, I'm gonna be playing variety. Last night I was playing Timberborn. The 1.0 just came out, and I've had my eye on it for a long time, so I decided to pick it up. And it's essentially like a first playthrough. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on, but I'm enjoying it. So streaming games like that, I've been playing a lot of Diablo 2 Resurrected. I haven't been playing that on stream at all though, just off stream. I don't know, League of Legends, I might get back into that, but it makes me kind of mad when I play it, so I try, or I kind of avoid it because of that. But yeah, I mean, I play all types of games. I don't play like FPSs too terribly much, mostly because I expect myself to be at a certain level, and frankly, I'm not good enough to be at that level, so I hold myself to very high standards, and when you don't reach those standards, that's when I get like frustrated with gameplays or gameplay. Horror games, I've played horror games. That's not like a game I generally search for. Like it's not something I'm like, oh yeah, a new horror game came out, let me go play it, right? But I played a few. What was the one back in the day? Not that long ago, but it's quite a few years ago. Not Phasmophobia. Oh, I'm drawing a blank. Hold on, I've got to look it up. But it was a good game. It really made you react, and it wasn't like jump scare type of stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. But like, yeah, it really got you amnesia. It really got you the into like the feel of the game. It had a really good atmosphere. Okay, finally got that swap up. Jeez, I'm finally getting stuff built. So let me. Like that. New Resident Evil. I played. I think it was on the PS1. Might have been on the PS2. Yeah, I played all those games on the PS1 and everything. It's cool that you're a designer. I'm not looking for any sort of designs or artwork on my stream at this time. I appreciate you reaching out though. That's cool. Have you been doing that for long, or is that something that you're just getting into? This guy. Okay, so they're still eating tough meat. Once they are eating live prey, they will be excreting more brine ice. So I do want to transition them over, but the second farm is still not full, so we're getting there. Some of these are lullaby at least. 2 of them are. Oh, very cool. Did you go to school for like graphical design or anything like that? Or is it like self-taught? They get stuff built up. I can probably transition them into their rooms, but they're not getting it. They're not going to get an additional morale bonus immediately, unless I build them comfy beds. And for one morale would probably not be worth all the plastic at this point. Let's get some water in here. Let's get that high priority. I don't have a lot of water laying around, but I don't need a lot either. Just need to push the chlorine out. Yeah, I can take a look. That wouldn't be a problem. Hold on, let me. Shoot, I might as well just repaste this. My Discord. I hate that it recognized that as command. I don't want it to be command. It's just Jadugar. So pretty much just drop the 354 for my name. That'll be my Discord name. They dropped it off, didn't hear the story. Okay, so if this happens, what you can do is just build a tile in place of the blob of chlorine in this case. Unfortunately, I have to deconstruct the thermometer, but that's alright, I suppose. Not a big deal. Block. So once this tile is built, it should probably just actually delete the blob of chlorine gas. Alright, I'll accept that. Hey, thanks for the follow. Much appreciated. Still working on that 25. Slowly getting there. You know, 1 or 2 a day. I'll take it though, I appreciate it. I'll take a look after my stream. Now with that tile built, the water should be able to flow across without an issue. I do want all of this to be expedited, and I am going to need manual generators to trap. Surprise, surprise, I'm using manual generators. So Alright, we're working on cycle 200 almost. Honestly, this is a lot slower than I normally play. I'm not gonna lie. Getting everything sorted with the Demolier and essentially only having half the manpower for each side while they had to take care of themselves really slowed down the progress of the game for sure. I'm slowly getting around to this even. What I could do is dig down here to drop all the debris, start a bunch of debris in this pit. This is how I'm gonna get NAFTA, by the way. Even though I don't really need NAFTA, but it'll be nice to have. It's a very handy material. 7. Look at all the heat the polymer press is creating, crazy. We have some amber still chilling as well. Space. And what else can we research? I'm gonna have to turn this system back on eventually too. But that's just more manual generators I've got to turn on. We only had 2 lums in this ranch. 2 must have died quickly. Starving? But you have Avagro vines. How could you be starving? We're not, if he does starve, I'll be sad, but I'm not. It's not the end of the world. These pipes are full. I need to get this over here and, send it outbound. Send it out of the world. Alright, will do. Look at all the chlorine. I wonder how much of it's falling. Looks like quite a bit. Quite a bit. As we approach cycle 200, I think I'm gonna wrap it up for the day. Call it good. Check out this protein pod as well. I'll put a poke shell. I need to move this though. If he lays an egg, poke shell will get angry and start hurting everybody. So I don't want that. Actually, let's relocate it. Digging out this area eventually. Let's relocate him down here. Okay. Yeah, working on wrapping up my stream for the day. Next, or I guess it'd be Monday, huh? Monday, I will be the ranches will be fully fleshed out at that point. I'm gonna finish up my industrial area, create a proper industrial brick, get some steam turbines strapped on top to absorb the heat, and start working on creature comforts, I'll call it, for both my organic duplicates and my bionic duplicates. So I'll be building out their bedrooms, bedrooms, bathrooms, mess halls, nature reserves, all that stuff will be being fleshed out as well. In addition to just continuing what we have going on. We're very much stabilized at this point. We're not self-sufficient at this point, but we are stabilized. We could run in this fashion for probably another 200 cycles and not run into any major issues. I don't think, at least. That's what I suspect. But we do want to be wholly self-sufficient, and that includes as much automation as possible. There are some things that you can't automate away, such as grooming critters. So like ranchers will always have a job, but things like delivering materials to farms, or retrieving the brine ice and melting it into water and then delivering the water to plants. All of that stuff can be automated. Just the few things that remain with power, major one, power can be better handled, so we don't have dupes running on the wheels for, you know, half the cycle, stuff like that. So definitely a lot of improvements that I'm going to be working on Monday. But for now, thank you for watching. If you can, please drop me a follow. I'm still working towards that 25 follower mark for affiliate for Twitch. But in any case, I appreciate everybody showing up and supporting the stream. Have a great rest of your day, great weekend as well, and I will see you guys Monday.